Here we go!
We're feeling very gay because it's almost time to play. Grab your favorite chair with the Lucky Pierres. Yeah.
All right, guys, welcome back to the Lucky Pierres. Tonight we got another top 5 for
If
you.
you don't do a crotch chop one time when you have your arms up like that, I'm gonna slap you.
All right, I will one time. Top 5 documentary series. All right, guys, top 5 documentary series. Who wants to go first?
You can.
Yeah, you go
All
first.
right, I will give my top 5. In no particular
You know what? I'll go first.
In no particular order, I got The Jinx with Robert Durst. You guys remember that one?
What's that?
That's that one where he murdered his girlfriend or his wife like 30 years ago when they were trying to solve it, and through these series of episodes and like investigations and stuff and all the evidence compiled, and then they finally I won't spoil it, but but you didn't watch that on HBO?
Never watched it.
I don't think so.
You never watched it either?
Wow, that must be trash.
That show is so good. You guys got to check that one out.
It looked good.
Really good.
I'll use your HBO Max for sure.
There you go. Another one, Lance Armstrong. It's a 3-part series.
I wasn't surprised.
I'm obsessed with Lance Armstrong. So this series is so well done. It's an ESPN special. It's so good. I'll Be Gone in the Dark.
What's that?
Another documentary series about a killer.
They're all documentary series.
Yeah, the original Night Stalker
Okay.
in California. Yeah, he like raped and murdered like 50.
Oh, that's why you. Yeah.
50 women.
That's
Yeah.
why you like it. Research.
Research, yeah. But he raped and murdered like 50 women or whatever, and ruined like tons of lives. So, and it was like super well done because it was, Patton Oswalt.
Yes.
His wife died because she like was on pills and stuff because she was so
Well,
she was so obsessed with this case.
But the internet, when they attacked Patton Oswalt, right? They started the conspiracy that he killed his own wife.
Oh my God! No, she got obsessed with this case and she was taking pills and stuff, and she died. And she actually
Okay.
ended up solving this case.
I'll buy it. I'll believe you.
She ended up solving this case. And then another one, Planet Earth. And all of the series like Planet Earth, Blue Planet, Life.
got it.
Those are like some of my favorite things ever, those nature series.
They're amazing, yeah.
I've seen watched so many. I love them. And then another one dealing with wildlife, dogs on Netflix.
Yeah, you've told us to watch it.
Love it. If you're a dog person, check it out. It shows you like an intimate story between an owner and like a touching story between an owner and their dog. Really good. And then honorable mention: Pray, Obey, Kill. You guys heard of it?
Mm-mm.
Another HBO series about like a cult murder, and they don't know who done it. It's like a who done it type deal, and it takes place in, I think, like Finland. And it's fairly new. I think it came out this year. Very good. Check that out. But you guys go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. The Dark Side of the Ring.
Yes, I
Like-
hear great things.
Like backstory on crazy wrestling stories. Because if you like wrestling at all,
By far, that's my number one.
yeah, I mean, even if you don't like wrestling, the stuff that happens is crazy.
And I heard it's very well done.
It's super well done.
Yeah.
The road
I
stories are nuts.
I
Yeah.
got the score on double LP vinyl.
That's crazy. I didn't know they made a score.
Wild Wild Country.
Heard about that as well. Heard that's an insane story.
It's pretty wild. About like a
No pun intended.
Indian guru who like moves his whole camp to Oregon, and they start like a whole community.
Okay, yeah.
It's like a cult, right?
Yeah, it's wild. Yeah, wild.
yeah.
It's wild and it's wild.
Don't fuck with cats, which is
Oh yeah.
Wow, you really.
crazy story. You
Poaching
wanted
my
me to
list
go
right now.
first. You wanted me to go
You guys have told me, one of you or both of you have told me about that. I just can't bring myself to watch it because I can't. I want to murder him if I see him like abuse an
It
animal.
doesn't
So.
show. I mean, it shows a little bit, but not like anything too graphic about him smoking animals or anything.
I want to murder him. I'd probably go in prison to murder him.
All right, well,
Maybe you should watch it then.
Yeah.
I have The Last Dance. Is this on your list as well? I'm sorry. Guess you won't need to go then.
Yeah, that's the Michael Jordan one, right?
Yeah.
The Chicago Bulls one,
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy well
That's
done.
my fault. I reminded you to put that on your list when
You
this
did.
came up.
You did. And then Killer Inside the Mind of Aaron Hernandez, because that
Oh, yeah.
story
Yeah,
is
that's
just it's wild. Like,
Yeah.
his whole story's wild.
Yeah.
And how he had what is it, like brain damage
Yeah,
from all the
the-
hits he took younger, and then
CTE or whatever.
CT messed him up.
Ended up murdering someone, right?
Yeah, they looked at his brain in like a scan. They were like, he is got a crazy amount of CTE. So
Wow.
Yeah, like it said, like his brain is like reverted to like that of an 8-year-old or something.
That's so
ridiculous.
scary that they can actually scan and tell you how much CTE like you have.
this was
That's-
after the fact, though. Like after all this stuff.
Yeah.
That's
they
nuts.
realized.
Wow.
Honorable mention is Tiger King because it's like a cult phenomenon.
Yeah.
The dude's a legend.
At the beginning of the pandemic, that just swept
Yeah,
the
that-
nation.
yeah, it took
It did,
over.
yeah.
And what about you, Sean?
Okay, by far number one is Dark Side of the Ring.
Yes.
I love it.
hear good things from you, our other brother, Russ and Joe.
Then this is kind of a cheat one because I picked 30 for 30 by ESPN because that's a series, but it has a bunch of spin-off. Like, because pretty much every short documentary on ESPN now is connected to 30 for 30.
Yeah.
And they're all great.
They're all great. Yeah, I've
Like
seen,
some
I've
of
seen a couple.
because they
like
have ones that are like 5 minutes long, but it's still part of
I
30
mean, Ben
for
did
30.
Planet Earth, so I mean, you can do 30
Yeah.
30.
that. Yeah,
but
that's
so-
true. Yeah.
Then Making a Murderer.
Yeah.
I've heard of it. Heard
Which-
it's amazing.
Yeah,
Never
it's-
seen that?
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
I feel you'd be really into it because the ones you listed.
Yeah.
Then Don't Fuck with Cats was also on mine. None of these are in any order except for Dark Side of the Ring is by far number one. The rest can be in any order.
Yeah.
So Don't Fuck with Cats also, which that one is funny to me because like that's basically like people had the same reaction you said you would have about because he like harmed a cat on like live video, and these people, these nerds in like Vegas got so mad that they're like, we got to figure it out, and they did the whole case themselves. Like
Those people are almost as annoying to me as the killer
yeah,
himself. Like,
because they hunted him down. They
annoy
were
the
so
hell out of me.
ruthless. And the whole time they refer to a girl by her online name, not her real name, which was Body Movin', after the Beastie Boys song. So the whole documentary, they refer to her as Body Movin'.
The online sleuths think they're more popular, like more important than
Yeah, they
the
do.
FBI.
Yeah,
They're
they
like,
do.
Oh, we should have caught him.
But it did. But
They
it was,
really do have it like
Yes.
an ego, inflated ego
Yeah,
kind of.
but
Know,
it
for
was-
no reason really.
it was humorous to me at times.
Yeah.
Then The Last Dance, which I'm not the biggest Michael Jordan guy, but without a doubt, he is one of the best basketball players of all time. So regardless of his personality or his attitude. And then a lot of The Last Dance talks about like the Pistons-Bulls rivalry. So it was very nostalgic because I was a kid during that time.
Yeah.
And I loved Isaiah Thomas.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then like just hearing about, because when I was a kid, I didn't realize like the Pistons were like a dirty team or anything. And like as an adult, I like the Pistons even more now because they were just cheating pricks, and I fucking
thugs,
loved
boy.
it.
Just like beating people up out there, baby.
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's crazy.
They had to pretty much make a Jordan rule for the Pistons
Yeah.
because they just assaulted him. Like,
And then
No doing that. No beating people down. You know.
then an honorable mention, The Future is Wild, which goes along like with the Planet Earth things. It's a
Oh,
spin-off of
I've
that.
heard of it, yeah.
Where it's like scientists got together and did like one of those crazy like models using a computer and all the information they had to predict after like there's another ice age and all that, like after the world's over, what kind of animals will come back the next time evolution occurs.
Wow. Yeah. Like
So
saber-tooth
it's like,
tigers or woolly
yeah,
mammoths, something
and
like
it's all
that,
like animated and like computer generated using like the same models. Remember the Deadliest Warrior show?
Yeah.
How they would like use a
Oh, that's neat,
algorithm
yeah.
to like do all the battles.
That's neat.
Like scientists and whatever used models like that to predict like what would come back after everything died.
That's pretty cool.
And
after
it's-
the Delta variant, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was super wild. Like all life started back with like this tiny silver spider that like it was silver because it could reflect the sunlight and live in super cold temperatures, something
Wow.
stupid. And then it goes from there to like, oh, there's just these giant squids that are also monkeys swinging from tree to tree. And it's just
Yeah.
like wild animal
That
shit.
same old creature.
Yeah. It was crazy.
No, what is that on Netflix or what?
It was like a National Geographic thing, but I'm sure it's somewhere streaming now.
Yeah,
Disney owns a lot of that stuff.
that's true. Yeah. All right. Well, that's our picks, boys. Great picks. I gotta watch that Making a Murderer and maybe Dark Side of the Ring too. So there's a few I gotta watch in there. But thank you for watching our top 5 documentary series, guys. We will see you very, very soon.